mental health and being your best self. Hi, my beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of my Nyanga, also known as the Fab Philosopher. And today we'll be asking a question: do people care? Thank you for watching yet another episode. If you like something, if you learn something, if I just entertain you, kindly like, share, and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated. And I chose the topic of today because I used to, complain and whine to one of my friends, and he'd always be like, no one cares. And in my mind, I'd be like, wait, I care. I actually care. But it's kind of a harsh truth that I'd like us to just delve in today and then maybe see what we can get, what silver linings we can get from this very harsh truth, and whether it really is the truth or not. Do you actually care? So, as always, let's get right into it. So, basically, from the topic, I put it as a question, basically just so that we can ask ourselves, how much do we actually care, or do we even care? And what does caring entail here? Basically, do you care what people think about you? Do you care how you're seen by other people? Do you care what other people think about you? Do you care, how other people perceive you? And, do you care when people help you out or not? Or, ABCD, do you care when people are nice? Do you care that people engage with you at your workplace or, your friends group or, etc.? And I'd like to believe the answer is yes. I know there's some of us, or most of us, who go around saying, we don't care, or we don't care what people think of us. But if you really look at it, or if you really, just sit back and look at your life and like all the decisions you make on a day-to-day basis, we really do care. Otherwise, why bother? Like, if you did not care what people thought about you, if you did not care, how people perceived you, if you did not care other people's opinions about you, then why bother even waking up? The reason why we wake up, we shower, we look good, we put on the perfume, we get dressed well, is because there's someone who will see, I agree that the first person to see, all these things and to enjoy them should be ourselves. But at the end of the day, we can't really run from the fact that you do want other people to see you. The reason why you look good is so that other people can see you. The reason you smell good is so that other people can compliment your perfume. The reason why, you iron your clothes or brush your shoes or do any of those things is because other people are going to see you and you care about that. And generally, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. If you let's just picture this. Picture a world where you wake up and there's no one. Social media goes completely dead. No one is posting. No one is talking. You go outside. There's no one. Like, not even at dead bodies or anything like that. There's just no one. It's like dead silence. You walk down the street. No one. You try calling.
Mahani, mteja wa nambari unaopiga hapatikani kwa sasa. Tafadhali jaribu tena baadaye.
Mteja wa nambari. So basically, there is no one. After you realize that maybe you've been left alone on this planet, how long do you think it'll actually take you to stop doing some of the things that you've been doing? After you've panicked and, gone into the supermarkets and eaten everything and done all the things you wanted to do, which you could not do. How long do you think it's going to take you to keep yourself maintained, to keep your hair done, to keep your clothes ironed? How long do you think it's going to keep you? And as a genuine answer for me, I don't think I don't think it'll be very, very long. I think there are people who have a greater mental discipline than me, and good for them. So if you're able to to answer that question to yourself, then you can actually tell how much you actually, really care. I do believe some people can last months, maybe even years, still following their routine But the reason why we even have that routine is because more often than not, it accommodates other people. Yeah. The reason why we do 90% of the things that we do is because we're social creatures, and other people also need to be comfortable in the space that we're in. So as much as we have quotes and advice telling us that no one cares, do your thing, no one cares, people care. People are watching, they might not really be on your case like 24/7, you might not be on their mind 24/7, but the places where you walk or you socialize or you hang out a lot, people really, they care. They might also not know they're caring, it might be a subconscious thing. Some people might do it consciously, but for most people it's a subconscious thing. And people will notice you, people will notice how you put yourself together, how you present yourself, etc. So the bottom line is people do care, and even you who's watching this, you care. Personally, yeah, I had a mentality of, I don't care, I'm just going to do my thing. But then I realized I do care, even in that rebellion of saying I don't care. That was actually some form of caring. And once we've realized that, yes, okay, fine, people care, what next? So the thing that I've come to realize, or I've come to see basically, is to what extent do you allow this caring to affect you that is from other people? For yourself, internally, you should care all the time. 100%, you should put yourself first, care about your needs, care about your wants, care about your well-being, etc. But from other people, basically, number one, you should know that people do care. No matter how much we like to tell ourselves that they don't, they do. So number two is to realize that how much do you let this caring of other people affect you? Like, how much do you let it take over your perception of yourself, what you end up doing, the things you end up buying, how you end up living your life? That therein comes in, basically, I think, where the quote actually came from. The quote was basically to encourage people to live for themselves, do things for yourself, do things because they make you happy, do things because they make you excited, not because other people care. So as much as, at the back of our mind, we do know that people do care, we should act like, like they don't. You should actually act like you're the only one left on the planet, as much as it's not a rational way to look at it. Always ask yourself, if this, if I was alone here in this world, would I choose this thing? Like, would I do this? Would I go for this event? Would I do A, B, C, and D? I do agree some things you have to show up for you people. But at the end of the day, if you feel like you're pushing yourself too much, or you feel like you're doing things for society or for someone else's approval, just ask yourself, if this was my last day here, or if this one day I woke up and no one was here to see me do this, would I still do it? Would I still enjoy it? And your answer should at least carry an 80%, 70 to 80% weight on you. Like, we can allow 20-30% to other people, because yes, we do want to seek that approval from others. We want others to see that we have done this and we have done it well, and get that appreciation and acknowledgement, which is very healthy, very okay. But 70% and 80% of the choices you make and the things you do should be for you. They should make you happy, genuinely. Like, when the curtains are closed, when you're alone, when you're doing nothing, it should make you, excited. It should make you happy when you're eating something. I have a friend, and we like different tastes in wine when, I used to indulge. Anyway, so there was a time I was having my sweet wine, and she was like, how? I don't understand people who take sweet wine. And I was like, it's going down my throat. Pun not intended. I'm the one drinking it, I'm the one tasting it. As long as I am enjoying it, that's all that matters. I really don't care what society, perceives of it. But if you also like that perception, if you like people to perceive you as the person who drinks high-end wines and high-end things, go for it. No one is stopping you. I'm just saying that let it be something you genuinely enjoy. I have nothing against class and expensive things and expensive taste, Yeah, I am all for the soft life. But make sure you really enjoy it. Make sure when you're, indulging in that flavor of ice cream or flavor of wine or juice or whatever you've chosen to indulge in, make sure you're really enjoying it. Whatever you've chosen to do that day, however you've chosen to look, dress, show up, make sure it's at most, at least. Make sure it's 80%, for you. And the rest will just figure itself out. Whether people want to comment, criticize, compliment, that is on them. As long as it makes you happy, you do it. So, let's remember people do care, and that's a good thing. It's beautiful to know that people care. Otherwise, life would be, I think, 10 times more harder than it already is. So yeah, let's thrive in the fact that people do care and they will appreciate you when you do the most. But also at the end of the day, let us also appreciate that people don't care that much. You should care more than what other people care when it comes to your perception and the things you like and enjoy. So yeah, thank you for listening to me rant for another episode. If you liked, learned something, or just entertained, kindly share, subscribe, like, it'll be much appreciated, and see you on the next episode. Bye guys.